Hello everybody, my name is Ryan and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today to watch season 6 episode 7 of Schitt's Creek. This episode is titled Moira Rose. So who knows what that could possibly mean. A quick recap of the last episode though. We had Alexis and Moira dealing with the viral crow video situation at the premiere that they did. And Alexis got so many flowers. People were loving everything that she was giving, which was fabulous for her, and ultimately ended up, she got on a Skype video call with Ted to tell him that she was going to end up staying at home. But he beat her to that and came to the realization that it was not a place that she would thrive and really enjoy as much as it would be great for them to be together. It just, circumstances were not looking good. And she didn't even actually have to say anything except for agree with him. So I did say in the last episode that I'm a little bit nervous and scared about the Alexis and Ted situation. After that last episode, I'm just feeling like their lives may be going in separate places and separate directions. So I'm worried. We also saw Johnny, with the help of Roland and Ronnie, take Bob out to the bar to try and get some help with dating for Bob. And it didn't really go great until the end when Ronnie finally stepped in. So I don't know if we're going to get more on that storyline or not. And then lastly, we had Patrick and David, who ran into Jake because Jake made Patrick a coffee table, and he dropped it off and then invited them over to his place for some drinks. David put the idea in Patrick's head that it was potentially to fool around, all three of them, and Patrick was getting complimented and hit on by Jake and he was loving every second of it. And they decided to go, and it turned out it was a party the whole time. It was just a party, and Stevie was there, so we love that for her. But yeah, all in all, I think the big takeaway of the last episode was the Alexis and Ted situation. So I'm a little bit nervous, and I feel like it's been a little bit since we've done anything with the wedding planning, so maybe we'll get to see more of that soon. I don't really know, like the bachelor party, whatever. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that is down below, as well as links to Instagram, Discord, anything else you might need. And without any further ado, let's just jump right into season 6 episode 7 of Schitt's Creek, Moira Rose. Let's go.
So that is called a bunt. It's tactical. It allows the guy on first to get over to second.
Look at the napkin in his shirt.
This is an important game. You told me you could get into this. I was referring to the pizza.
Neglected to mention that it would involve taking out a wall.
It was in the email. Also, you will be thanking me when you experience the heated motion sensor toilet seat. We're doing what Patrick wants.
Yes!
I only wish I could be there.
I can't go alone.
Well, unfortunately, I told my fiance I'd watch the game with him today.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes. You guys might want to rehearse a little more next time. The extraction did feel a bit strained.
Aww. He's like, some peace and quiet. Yeah. He's like, this maybe worked out for the better here. I'm sorry, what is this? Okay, oh my god.
There are my fierce women ready to elevate their lives. Yeah, I kind of wish I knew that before I spent all that money on my Lulu Limes.
Lulu Lime.
It's wonderful to see all these new recruits you brought for us today. Leadership is thrilled with it.
Is this a cult?
Chris runs our East Coast wing, so we are very lucky to have him here today.
You know, very impressed with all of the work you've done for us these past few weeks.
I'm sorry, who's he? Oh, good point. Who's he?
Well, if you keep this up, you'll find out soon enough.
Yeah, this is a cult?
If I just wait in the car until you're ready for lunch, because I'm just getting a really weird vibe from this place.
Stevie,
Yeah.
we've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
And mentally sharp. And
Girl.
I don't want to creep you out or anything, but I was just peering into your son's bedroom.
Okay, not off to a good start, Roland. Well,
Maybe Patrick should get the talk from old Uncle Roland.
okay, nobody's having a talk with Uncle Roland. Look, everything
Uncle Roland.
I mean, he was trying to talk me out of getting married, but she was 9 months pregnant at the time, so he really didn't have a leg to stand on.
Bygones be bygones about the TV spot. At least the print ad worked out. Pretty hard to mess up one of those.
Clearly you haven't seen the heartburn ads she shot with Ann Geddes.
To a potential vendor. This is my son, David Rose. I'm sure you've heard of Rose Apothecary.
I have not.
Okay, I think we might need to sample the product first.
Come on, David.
There's the strawberry peach, the ground fruits blend,
They're gonna be terrible.
lovely banana rosé.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Potassium.
So, sample
That
at your
doesn't sound
leisure. I'll
good.
come back with some coffee grounds and a cheese board.
I don't even drink and that doesn't sound good.
Cheers.
Oh, I had my reservations about banana.
That's the strawberry peach.
Banana.
This one's burning my throat. These are terrible.
Well, we have to pick one, David.
Do we? You really want people associating your name? Urgent? I would never sell this at my store.
Okay, enough.
That's fair.
Yeah, cheese, tomato sauce, bread. Can't beat that combination. You know, I was gonna say, you and David.
Oh, he and Mrs. Rose went to some wine tasting thing.
Oh, he went with Mrs. Rose. You know, the woman I'm married to.
Yes, Stevie, you're crushing it. You're breaking through, and I can see it. Ronnie, you too.
Oh no, are they all gonna be like, we loved it?
I want to see all of you signing up for that gateway. Good work.
This is a cult, guys.
does anyone want to sign up with me? I'm happy to share a tent.
if babies are allowed, I am in.
Does anybody even know what the gateway is? I think it's pretty obvious. Although if it would make you feel better, I can totally clarify some of the language with citrus. Hey, citrus.
Here we go.
Well, we all have demons.
Yes, and I get that. Carbs, am I right?
But I'm also talking about actual demons. But it's also a literal gateway into the sky.
Gotcha.
I hope that cleared everything up.
Totally.
Oh my god, this is something else. She's like, don't sign up, guys. Guys, I changed my mind.
I feel like this is more than just a fitness class.
What do you think it is?
I think it's a cult. And not the good kind. This is a cult. I brought you to a cult.
Oh my gosh, did you not know that? My mom tried to take me to the Gateway for spring break one year. I just thought I was supporting your career.
Oh, Twyla? Oh my god. That would happen to Alexis.
Okay, you know what? I'm making a blend.
Yes, make. Hey, not to be too effusive, but I'd call that one potable.
I have had worse things in my mouth.
You and Patrick are two good grapes.
Mm-hmm.
Different tannins, but together you've managed to make one perfect blend.
Aww.
That being said,
Oh my god.
if I may impart a slice of marital sagacity.
Oh god, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Potent grapes. There's a lot of your father and Patrick.
Don't need that.
But just because their notes are subtle doesn't mean they require any less attention.
Oh, no, that's not the one we picked. That's not the one we picked.
Well, let's retrace our steps.
They're just all terrible.
Just sort of seemed like you wanted to talk about David for a second. Felt like that's where you were going.
No, about David. Yeah, my son.
Oh my God. He's like, what do you want to talk about? Marrying?
Walking down the aisle with very...
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Rose, I don't want to cut you off. But,
oh God. Is this gonna ruin me right now? Hang on.
as lucky as I feel to have met David, I also feel incredibly lucky to be joining your family. I love your son.
Oh, Patrick!
And I will always do everything I can to respect him and to protect him from all of the things in life that can set him off. And there are many, many things.
That's... Oh.
Pretty much covers it. I was only going to say that I hope you treat him with respect.
Guys!
I already knew it.
I'm glad we had this talk, Mr. Rose.
Me too.
Guys. I love Patrick. I need a Patrick. Oh, look at them. Oh. They're so cute.
It was strawberry radish.
We don't do anything with radishes.
Ooh, maybe you should. That sounds refreshing.
We're not making a new wine.
There's no need to raise your voices, Herbert. Undesignated grapes.
Well, I see the sampling went well.
Oh my God, dude.
Oh, it sort of smells like you found all the wine.
What?
I'm gonna start the car.
Okay, great. Yeah. What?
Oh my. Oh my God, they're gonna cram into that little bed together.
I wonder if that means they'll give you priority boarding when you enter the gateway.
Oh my God, Stevie did this, didn't she?
We have a full house here. Just came in to say good night.
That's not necessary.
Does anyone think I might like a sleepover?
Ew.
Ew.
Alexis. Ew.
We're losing Alexis soon to the gateway.
Oh my God! No, it doesn't.
This episode was so fun. All in all, just great. Great time. I really liked the scene with Moira and David where she was saying that they were like two grapes and how they make the perfect blend and stuff, and them just like tasting the different combinations and things like that. It felt like a callback to, I think it was season 1, when David was talking about his sexuality in terms of wine. So that felt very like sweet to me. I'm happy that they had that talk and that Patrick and Johnny had their talk and that it all went well and everybody seems happy and loving and just excited for the future, which is awesome and great. And then we have the whole cult situation. As soon as they walked in those clothes to work out in, I was like, this is a cult. That's all I needed. And then everything else, I was just like, yep, cult, 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 cult. Sure enough, 'twas a cult. Oh my God. I also enjoyed seeing after Johnny and Patrick had that talk, them like bonding a little bit over the baseball game that they were watching. And Moira and David getting tipsy is just always incredible. And I do appreciate Alexis realizing her mistake and then immediately being like, you guys are not joining this. This is a cult and we're in trouble. Like, we need to get out. It is funny though that like they were all a little bit unsure when they first went. And then they were like, this was great. And Twyla just knowing it was a cult the whole time is very Twyla. That just makes so much sense. All in all, really enjoyed this episode. This did seem like one of the more like filler type episodes that they have like in the seasons. Like nothing big happened in this episode, which is fine. I had a good time with it. And overall, just excited to see where the next episode goes and how we progress towards the wedding. The wedding! Thank you so much for watching this episode with me. As always, the full episode reaction for this episode and all of the other episodes will be up on my Patreon. The link for that's down below. And I'll see you guys back here with me for the next episode. Bye, guys.